What's up, everybody? Kind of want to talk to you about this play real quick. It's so easy to wrap your head around if you just think about common sense. I want to talk about first things first. Who's going to get paid on this play? Who's the king? All right, who wins on every single fucking play? That $1.2 billion lottery that I talked about like a couple weeks ago. They took home $600 million or so. Who cares about the exact figure, but think about the remaining amount and who got paid. All right, they're always the winner. All right, so you have them. Now, I called up Fidelity just a little while ago. I talked to them. I'm like, hey, listen, for those people that did hold AMC for longer than a year and were just issued this APE preferred equity, how are they going to be taxed on the preferred equity? Because if they've held AMC for more than a and Adamaran is a 1 + 1 equals a whole share of the original AMC, and that's not taxed as long-term capital gains, how do you actually figure this isn't starting to lead to make sense? They just hired 87,000 IRS agents. Who are they to tax? People that make over 400 grand a year. All right. So let's just say your account says you made 50 grand this week. Well, guess what? You are considered in that tax bracket because you make 50 grand a week. They're going to tax you. They're going to be targeting you. All right. Let's move forward. If you know that that's the play that can make them money for the people that did hold for more than a year, and think about it, the people that are going to sell at a number that's reasonable are the people that have been holding for the past year. They're sick of this shit. All right, so they're going to be the ones that get long-term capital gains. However, now they've had their stock split in half, and the institution, Fidelity, I called them, they told me that they do not know the answer to my question. How is this not something that's boldly in print? All right. They were like, oh, well, most of my questions have been about, why haven't I got my APE? So that's actually another thing for you, all right? I called them up, and they delivered that to me. Like, oh, there's people out there through Fidelity right now that don't have their shit. Consider that. I'm sure there's people that have already talked about that. But I have that confirmed. I talked to them on the fucking phone. I think it was at 7:21 or something like that. Like, besides the point. A little worked up. However, let's keep going. They shut down the run of APE because that's the one they're going to let run first. And I'm going to explain to you why. They shut down the run of APE because not everybody has it. This will create such problems. The government wants APE to run. That's what they can tax. Because, listen, if they don't have an answer for the long-term capital gains tax question, the worst case scenario is the answer. I just know that. I was in sales for a little while, so I figured that shit out. All right? Now, let's move forward. All right? There is going to be a run-up in APE, and that's going to be able to justify Adamaran releasing those 4 billion shares. But who are they going to release those to? They're not going to release them to us. They're going to give them to the brokerages directly. I mean, they're not going to do the one-to-one thing anymore. All right? There's people that are hopping into this play now. They're going to say, oh, you haven't held forever. You can't be rewarded. So these things starting to make sense. So AMC will have its day, but it will be after people get their APE money, in hopes that people stick their money in that AMC play, because guess what? They're going to have a lot longer time to be able to fucking keep that play alive once they get a little bit of capital in their hands and that APE share is transferred over. They're going to be able to short this thing some more. So keep that in mind. This play, the AMC, probably not dead. All right, shorts still have to fucking cover. Let's make sense of that. Next thing. Let's just say you did wrap up your capital gains into this and you owe taxes on it from APE, and they come knocking for it because you're making more than that suggested 400 grand a year. You're one of the upper class. Well, guess what? They're going to say, hey, listen, liquidate your position. And there is going to be drop-offs from AMC because of that. And they're still going to be gathering up shares because God knows, $4 billion is probably not even enough for them to cover. But those shares are going to be given to the brokerages to be able to cover up those synthetic shares. They're going to say, oh, well, now APE is AMC, but they're not going to issue them to us, so who the hell is going to hold them accountable? I hope all this is starting to make sense for you. People are going to comment on my car. Oh, you're making another car video. Oh, fuck yourselves. All right? Who cares where my content's coming from? I'm talking to you. All right? Lastly, too, I feel bad for you folks that just don't even have your shares yet. That's kind of fucked up. All right? This play will run up. APE will run up. Just make and use your common sense. The government's going to get theirs. All right? They're always a winner in every play. Every fucking play. We've been holding. We were going to destroy them. Guess what? The people that were holding, they're sick of fucking holding. They were going to sell at $1,500, have a ton of fucking money because they saved everything from long-term capital gains. And believe the rest of you bag holders have been waiting since $50. Only bought then, held then, and been writing FUD the entire time. How you going to hold to 10, 15, 20, 100,000 a fucking share? And you guys are going to be off the face of this. That you guys are the ones that are coming after. I wish you guys would just start smartening up. You know, AMC will run. APE will run. And what you do with your money is going to be very, very important. Be wise. Contact that CPA like I told you in a different episode or a fucking different video, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And people are going to critique on that too. Here's for you. Sit on it. But, pretty stressful, all right? Just make and use your own common sense. Realize who the players are. You know, if you look at it as a chess game, you know, Big Brother, they're the king. All right, next one to the side of it's probably Ken Griffin. Beast. He is. I mean, like, he can move anywhere on the board. Think about that. He's probably on our side right now waiting for the run-up. You have Adam Aaron that can move like a knight and just do whatever the fuck he wants, right? Do moves that nobody else has ever done. And we're the pawns. And they can wipe out a good section of us. But remember, in chess games, sometimes some pawns win, right? I'll catch y'all later.